Hello, hello. What's up, chat? I see your reactions. Thank you, thank you. Good to see you all. And if you're in Asia, it's just about the new year. It might be the new year already, so if it is the new year for you, happy new year. Welcome to 2025. What's the future like? What's up, chat? What's up? Sealay? Sill? Acorn? Purple Kitty? What's up? What's up? How does stream look, chat? I was getting some frame drops earlier, but it looks like it's stabilized. I saw your Twitch stream this morning. It seems you have a favorite son, huh? Yeah, sorry, YouTube. You gotta know that the real ones are on Twitch. So if you're a real one, you should come join me on Twitch. There's a link in the description. Not choppy? Okay, good. Like windowsill. Oh, okay. Sill. I can give folks a couple minutes to get over here. What's up, chat? Anyone do anything fun for the holidays? For the record, I did not. I recorded YouTube videos and now I'm streaming, so clearly I wasn't particularly busy. Wow, someone's going off on those reactions. I respect it. Got family over, so I'm hiding in my room. Oh, that's one of those things about the holidays, is that like if you have a good family or you like your family, it's like a really good time to catch up with them. But like it can get too much even if you do like your family, or if you're not on best relationship with your family, then it's hard. Especially if there's like you like your family, but there's that one family member you don't like or is like kind of a bad human being. But yeah. It's 3 in the morning and everyone's asleep. 3 in the morning? 3 in the morning? What time? Australia? Is that Australian time? I'm struggling to think of a time zone that's... Because that's 17 hours from me? Yeah, 3 in the morning, wow. You'll never be able to guess? Huh. It's not Hawaii, is it? It has to be like... It's more... It's to the point where it's closer west than it is east, right? So like... I don't know. That's hard. Is it a Pacific Island or something? Like my two guesses would be Australia and Hawaii, but I actually don't know what those... I'm not... That like... Okay, first of all, chat, I'm terrible at geography. Like, I'm just absolutely awful at it in general. People make fun of me because I don't even know the states. And, like, they'll ask me, hey, do you know where Ohio is? I'm like, ah. I could point you to Texas, California, and New York. That's about it. It's the name of a water bottle? Fiji. Fiji's a good guess. I don't know where Fiji is. Bingo? Okay. Where is Fiji? Is Fiji a Pacific island? Fiji. South Pacific Ocean. Yeah, Pacific Island. It is... This is just a map of Fiji. Where is it, like, relative to everywhere else? Oh, it's like a little bit... It's like kind of orbiting Australia. Interesting. It's on Earth. All right. Cool. So today's going to be real relaxed and lighthearted chat. Really, I just wanted this chance to talk to y'all because, I mean, I read your comments. I read every comment, chat. I say this every time. I read every comment. I might not respond to every comment, but I do read every comment. So that's why I thought this would be a good idea to, one, if you have questions, you can feel free to ask them. But two, I just wanted to talk back to you because I get a lot of nice comments. I was talking about this a little bit in the Discord server. I have very nice comments. You should join the Discord server, by the way. I try not to talk too much in the Discord server because I feel like it's weird. But maybe I should talk more in the Discord server. I feel like it's weird because I don't want it to be like one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway. But I was saying that I definitely do have a very nice comment section. So thank you all. I always appreciate the nice comments. But yeah, since I don't necessarily, it would be hard to respond to every single one of them. I just figured this would be a good chance to chat. Hey, what's up, Duncan Myth? Thanks for subbing. So let's go over some questions, chat. I'm gonna turn this to... I saw that there's like a... How do I do this? Aha! Ask me anything. I don't know how this works exactly. Okay, cool. So now you can post questions in chat, and I think I don't know exactly how this works, but hopefully this works. Is it just, I don't know if this, I actually have no idea how this works. Anyway, feel free to ask questions in chat. I'm going to go through some frequently asked questions that I see a lot on my channel first, and then we can go through all of your individual questions if you have any. As well as some of the questions that people asked on the community post. Thank you for that, for those who did. But yeah. Before all that, though, I just want to say thank you all. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a good rest of your year. Or if you're already in 2025, a good start to 2025. There's been a lot of ups and downs this year for me, but it's been a good year overall, I think. And it's definitely looking up, so I'm excited for 2025. You can tell maybe this is a little bit too much information, but you can tell my mental state, like my mental health, by how often I'm posting YouTube videos. So you can clearly tell that I've been in a good mood these past like 2 weeks. Because I posted like 4 videos in 2 weeks, and then like the rest of the year has been like maybe once a month if we're lucky. But anyway, no, we're doing good. There's a lot of videos coming up, so. But yeah, let's get into some frequently asked questions. Okay, first of all, I just want to address this one first, okay? Why does your wheel not have Novalet or Arlecchino? I get this all the time. It's either they ask me why I don't have Novalet, why I'm not putting them on the wheel, where's Arlecchino, why don't you use Arlecchino? I'm just like, I don't have them. I don't want them. I don't have them. That's the end of the... That's the whole answer. I don't have them. I don't want them. I think there's this like assumption that because I'm a Genshin content creator that I pull the meta characters. I don't care. I just play Yoimiya. The only things I pull are characters who I think are cute or cool, or characters who I think will help Yoimiya, and then every archer. I also pull every archer. So there's your answer. I don't have them. I don't want them. I don't think I'll ever have them. And here's the thing about meta too, is that like in Genshin Impact, as a PvE game, the difference between the top meta and the characters who can clear Spiral Abyss can get large, sure. But like, even at a baseline, you can beat the game with 4 stars. You can always full clear Spiral Abyss with 4 stars if you really, really wanted to. Which is to say, you don't need to pull the meta characters. You've never had to, you never will need to, unless they drastically change the game. So like, if I were just pulling the meta for the sake of having the most current meta, I would be replacing my current meta all the time, right? And that's just stupid. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna play Yoimiya. So yeah, that's why I don't have him. I don't have strong feelings about him. Hey, what's up, Mr. Noob? Wish I had Yoimiya Mr. Last rerun for Nahida. The problem is that Yoimiya always reruns with other characters who everybody thinks is better than Yoimiya because Yoimiya is mid-tier. But whatever. This Spiral sucks. I've seen really this version 5.2 or 5.2/5.3 Spiral. I know a lot of people have been saying it's like really divided on if it's a hard spiral or if it's an easy spiral. I would say it's a hard spiral. I think it is a difficult spiral. If you have a very strong Geo character who's easily splashable, like Zhongli or Xilanen, the first half is a lot easier, but you do need to like strategize around how to beat the Tenebrous Papilla on the other half. And that's not necessarily easy, depending on what characters you have. Like, you need a lot of elemental apply. It's like one of those rare spirals where Electro, or what's it called, Hyperbloom is not necessarily that great. It's not bad. It's certainly not bad. But it's like not, it's not the slot in meta option that it usually is. So it's like, and since Hyperbloom is like the easy to build, really accessible team, the fact that it's not super great in this spiral also makes it a lot harder. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things that make this spiral difficult. But yeah. Anyway, so that's that question. Next question. Hey, my dude, really enjoy your content. Do you plan on doing Spiral Roulette for Wuwa? So 2 things here. Do I plan on doing Spiral Roulette in X? And do I plan on playing X mobile game? Okay, so the answer to the first one. Do I plan on doing Spiral Roulette in anything else? Probably not. The reason I think Spiral Roulette is... The reason I did Spiral Roulette in the first place is because I think Genshin as a team building game is interesting. Trying to find synergies in places that you wouldn't normally expect is fun, right? Like, I always think of Hydro Damage Electro Traveler. Like, I think that is the coolest team that I've ever brought to Spiral. And like, that's something that I would have never done if not for the fact I got forced to choose those characters and figure out a way to make them work, right? Genshin has a lot of different mechanics to it, a lot of different synergies across team members. The fact that it's a team-based game with like actual human input and variance to what you can do with your artifact sets means that there's a lot of room to make jank work. But like, for instance, in Star Rail, that's not, you can't do that in the same degree. Like, there's just not enough variables that you can manually manipulate yourself. And at the end of the day, there's too much of just like, it's an RPG. Like, you do just need straight damage numbers. And I don't really play other mobile games. So yeah. As for if I'm gonna play other mobile games, probably not. I play Genshin, I play Honkai Star Rail. I will probably play Azure Promilia when it comes out, which is another open world, you know, RPG style fantasy game. Very similar to Genshin. But that's it. I just don't have time for mobile games, unfortunately. If you want me to make YouTube videos, you can't ask me to play more mobile games, okay? I just don't have time. Hey, what's up, Dariox? Nope, you did not miss anything in particular. Yes, you can ask me anything. Is this like... Unfortunately, it doesn't actually, like, save the questions for me, so I'm just gonna have to, like, keep a mental track of what people are asking. Which actually is very unhelpful. But oh well. I think I've already missed a question, actually. Oh, someone asked me about my poll plans. Here, I'll answer questions as they come then. Because it's not saving them for me. Poll plans for 5.3. I'm pulling Mavuika, C0. I'm just pulling her because I want all the Archons. Sitlali, I'm pulling C2R1 because I think she is like my favorite character since Yoimiya. And I want Xiao, but I'm not too pressed to get Xiao. I do need a Polar Star from Chronicle though. Because I don't have a crit rate bow, and it's been really frustrating not having a crit rate bow. Except for the Viridescent Hunt. I have the Viridescent Hunt, but the Viridescent Hunt kind of sucks. Polar Star will make a lot of builds a lot easier. So... it's going to be expensive, but if you all watch enough of my videos, YouTube will pay for it. Would you rather date an emo femboy or a Hello Kitty girl? What is a Hello Kitty girl? Is that just like girly pop? Is that just like Barbie girl, but like a weeb? Is that just like Avril Lavigne? Kawaii. The answer is neither, because I'm already married to Yoimiya. Okay, next question. Chat, you probably already know this. So there's not really any point in telling you, chat, this, but hey, who did the art for your thumbnail? I always do all the art for my thumbnails, except there is only one video on the channel where I did not do the art for my own thumbnail. And that's exactly the first Spiral Roulette, which is why it's really funny that that's the most popular video by far on the channel. I'm like, oh. Oops. But yes, I do all my own thumbnails. I also draw them sometimes on the Twitch channel. The Twitch channel is mostly art streams. But like a lot of times I just do it by myself at like 3 a.m. because for some reason that's just whenever I end up getting around to it. But yes, I do my own thumbnails. I wish people would stop asking this question. It makes me a little sad because it's like, come on, y'all. Why can't you assume that I draw my own thumbnails, huh? Is it so weird that your random YouTuber draws their own thumbnails, huh? Would you still like Yoimiya if she was a guy? I don't know. Probably not. The guy characters I tend to like are more like Xiao types. Like the sullen children who who don't understand what love is and are slowly taught to not be a, you know, like a battered kitten. Like you slowly, like I like Wanderer, I like Xiao. I like Child too, but Child's a little different. I like Child because he's like the rough and gruff Oni-chan, right? He's like a shitty person, but he's a good Oni-chan. The reason I like Yoimiya is because, well, I like Genki girls in general, but like Yoimiya is the only one in the Inazuma story who has an answer to one of the central thematic questions that everybody stops questioning, which is, what is eternity? Like this, they like make this a whole point and then they just drop it for like the entire Archon quest. But like, excuse me. There's this whole question. Oh my gosh, let me clear my throat. There's like this whole theme of what is eternity, and nobody has an answer to it really. But Yoimiya's whole shtick is eternity is in our memories, right? It's like making memories, it's remembering other people, it's remembering these moments. It's in the fleeting moments that we find eternity. Those kinds of things. Also, I just liked her because I got gaslit. I gaslit myself because I really wanted Yoimiya to be better than my Ganyu because I was a Ganyu main. And so I spent like a year grinding Shimenawa artifacts, which is why my Yoimiya is the way she is now. Do I normally stream my art around this time, or when normally are they? Okay, so I'm only doing this stream at this time because I know that a lot of my viewers are not in the United States of America. So I'm trying to talk to you all because I never get to talk to you all. I'm in the Eastern time zone for the US, so normally I stream about 10 hours from now, which I probably will be streaming tonight on Twitch in about 10 hours or so. So, you know, there you go. Nilou Bloom or Nilou Crit? I mean, I only play Nilou Bloom, but Nilou Crit is more based. But I don't play Nilou very much. I just play Yoimiya. Do you believe Ningguang should have been a 5-star? No. No. If Yoimiya wasn't your favorite character, who would it be? I mean, it would just be my second favorite character then, right? I mean, I think it's Sitlali at that point. But if we're talking just... Ganyu was my first favorite until Yoimiya came out. And then I think it's easier to answer like who are my favorites from each region, right? So Mondstadt is... It's probably Amber, right? You're going to see a bias of archers here. Mondstadt is probably Amber. I'm trying to think if there's anybody I like more. I don't think so. Liyue is definitely Ganyu. Yoimiya. Then it's Nahida from Sumeru. Fontaine is... It's either Navia or Clorind. Which is hard. I think Clorind is cooler, but Navia is just like... She's like the main character of Fontaine Archon story. Archon quest. So like... It's hard to say not... It's hard to give an answer that isn't Navia. But... Clorind is more my aesthetic. Navia is like... She has more plot relevance and more screen time, so I'm inclined to say Navia. Anyway. One of those two. And then Natlin is definitely Sitlali. Should Nilou have been a 5-star? I mean, this is a question of like the monetary model. I think that I wish Genshin gave us more viable 4-stars, because they've been kind of scared of giving us good 4-stars that aren't strictly supports. Gaming was like a good step in the right direction, but Gaming is... He's like good, but he's not like incredible. You know what I mean? Sethos was a really... I think Sethos is probably like the exact type of 4-star I wish we got more of, because he's super viable. And he works really well with the easy, accessible meta, which is Hyper Bloom, as well as just Quicken Aggravate. But like ever since they realized that we still use the first set of 4 stars because they didn't balance them, they're just like, yeah, we're not gonna make good 4 stars anymore. Have work tomorrow? You have work on New Year's Day? Oh my. Wait. Yeah. Ew. That sucks. Have a good night, Purple Kitty. Okay, back to my frequently asked questions. Have you ever tried a Chevreuse team with C6 Fischl? It's so fun, especially against the Tulpa or Hydro enemies since you can vaporize. Chevreuse over vape or over what is it called? It's over vape, right? Well, over vape if it's against the Tulpa. Overload with Yoimiya. The thing about this is that I think I really value having a shield, and Chevreuse Beidou Fischl does not have a proper shield. And I don't think... I also do not have C6 Chevreuse, so this strategy is just not strong enough for me. I'm just like, this isn't working. So I have tried it. If there's a particular spiral where I need a lot of like for instance in 3.7, when we had the multiple, what are they called? Heralds? The Abyss Heralds? The guys who go into like their invincible states with their shields and they don't die until you break their shields. I used Overload to beat that. And that was way before we had Chevreuse. I was using Toma, Beidou, Fischl, Yoimiya. Until we get a good Pyro or Electro Shield, I don't believe in this team. Unless it's a spiral where like I don't have to care about whether I'm getting hit or not. Or until I get C6 Chevreuse. I really think the crux of the issue is I don't have C6 Chevreuse. It just doesn't do enough damage for me. Related question. I don't know what this is asking exactly, but they ask, why is my Xiangling level 80? So I get a lot of questions of why is character X level 80 while character Y is level 90? The answer is because for the longest time, the difference between level 80 and level 90 didn't matter, and it still doesn't matter for a lot of characters. And the differential between them is not so large that it really matters to me, right? Like, even if you say a character gets 10 or 20% better, if I don't use them, I don't care, right? The only time I use of most of my characters is in Spiral Roulette. That's the only reason any of them are level 80. Otherwise, the only characters you would see that are level 90, 80 or 90 are like characters who support Yoimiya and then everybody who I need for the second half. So like people ask me why my Raiden Shogun is at level 90. It's like, okay, first of all, I only got her recently. But second of all, why would I level up to 90? I don't need her. I don't use her. What do I care? I just got her for the Archon collection. So that's why. So I can't use Yanfei for Pyro Shield? That sounds terrible. Why would I want to do that? Why would I do that? If I just want a Pyro Shield, I would just use Toma. But the problem is Toma's shields suck. Yanfei shield has such potential. I don't... That doesn't change the fact I don't do enough damage. Again, it'd be one thing if I were just like, you know, shredding through my enemies. But I'm not. I'm just not. I don't have C6 Chevreuse. It doesn't do anything for me. We can have this conversation when I have C6 Chevreuse, but until then, I just can't use her. She just doesn't do enough damage. But yeah, ascending the character and not leveling them up to 90 is almost the same as having a character up to level 90. That's true for most characters. There are characters who... I forget exactly what it was. There's like... Depending on what you scale off of, it's a pretty significant difference. I think HP scalers are like really good to level up. But like if you scale off of attack and crit, there's almost no difference. I think EM also didn't scale well, but I might be mistaken. So like your Hydro characters are usually pretty good to level up to 90, which is why a lot of my healers and stuff are level 90. Healers and shielders. But like, why would I level up Raiden to 90? It just doesn't matter. Okay, last frequently asked question. This is not super frequently asked, but it's close to my heart, so I do want to point it out. A lot of people point out the fact I use Bang Dream music. This makes me sad that people are surprised to hear me use Bang Dream music, because that means that they don't know who I am. I'm like, damn, that feels bad. So chat, you probably don't know this. If there's one of you who does know this, sound off in chat. But I used to be a okay, let's step back. I used to be very big into Bang Dream. Bang Dream, for those who are unaware, is a multimedia franchise. Think of like Love Live, but instead of like idol girls, it's band girls, okay? That's basically what Bang Dream is. So you have like stage performances, you have a mobile game, you have an anime, like multiple anime series, manga series, light novel, web novel, whatever, etc. Used to be very big into this series. It was a small community. And there was a while where I was a translator, like a fan subber for it. So I would translate things like radio shows and stuff. Excuse me. And it was a small community, so like all the translators knew each other. I don't know how well people knew me necessarily, but like at least I knew the translators and stuff like that. I was also in the mobile game Girls Band Party, Garupa. I was I would say a reputable tierer. I wouldn't say I was like, oh my god, the legendary Sauron _Chan. No, nothing like that. But most people who were tiering at the high level back then knew who I was at least, or had heard of me. If not for tiering, then because I was a translator. So when people ask me or are surprised to hear me use Bang Dream music, I'm like, damn, I have no legacy. Damn, people have no idea who I am. Why did I bother translating? So, yeah. I do plan on... This is actually a great segue because that was the last question I had here. Great segue into what I want to talk about, which is 2025. So things coming up in 2025. First of all, as I mentioned in the community post, which you may or may not have seen, I do plan on doing an account review sometime early in 2025. When's the Mavuika banner for EU? I have no idea. I'm not EU. That is no... Sorry, that has nothing to do with me. as I said on the community post, I plan on doing in early 2025 an account review. I'm still trying to figure out all the details of like when and how to do it, but I'll definitely talk about it through the Discord server. So if you're interested in doing that, join the Discord server. Because what it'll end up being is probably just people screen sharing to me on Discord. That way you don't have to like, because otherwise I don't know how people would like stream. Like I don't want to ask people to install OBS for me or something, right? So. But the idea behind it is I don't want to do a full-on account review like, oh wow, why didn't you build this like I'm not going to pretend I'm knowledgeable enough about Genshin or have strong enough opinions to give you a honest critical review. What I want you to do is show me your favorite character and everything that you've done for your favorite character. It's like I want the account review to be you showing off your favorite and how much you love your favorite. That's what I want the account review to be. Like for me, my account review would be all the characters I pulled to help exactly Yoimiya. My C6 R5 Yoimiya. My 10 gajillion years spent in the Shimenawa domain for Yoimiya. That would be my account review. Basically Acacia reviews? Not exactly. It's not a build review. It's a what did you do for your favorite review? This is not a how meta is your character review. This is a how much do you love your character review. So, yeah, join the Discord server if you would like to do that. All I ask is that if you want to do that, be okay with being in a YouTube video. So that's one thing. I got distracted, but anyway, the reason that I segued into this is because I was talking about Bang Dream. I do plan on doing a very large Bang Dream video. I talked a little bit about how, or I mentioned briefly that I was once a relatively reputable tierer. I'm like using a lot of, using a lot of qualifiers here. I don't think that I was like a big deal. Okay, I don't think I was a big deal, but at least a big enough deal for some people to recognize me. The point being, I once got a #1 on the leaderboards on an event, so I want to do a clickbait video of how I got #1 in this anime rhythm game or whatever, you know. I just want to take the time to chat about, like, it's a long story. It'll probably end up being like an hour-long video or something. I don't know if anybody will watch it, but it'll be very much a video for me. So that's gonna be one of the big projects for this year. Hopefully early. I really would like to get out in January, but it's turning out to be really long. I've been writing the script and I can't imagine it's gonna be shorter than 30 minutes at least. So that might be a good video that if you're a big Sauron fan, you could just turn it on and fall asleep to or something. But I think it'll be a fun, if you're a Sauron fan, it'll be a fun understanding of why I am the way I am. You'll be like, oh, I understand why Sauron just grinds Spiral Roulette now. You'll be like, oh, everything makes sense. This is the type of person Sauron is. Hey, what's up, Rock Man? Glad you can make it, bud. But yeah, that'll be another thing coming up. Other things, I mentioned Yu-Gi-Oh! We played a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yesterday on the Twitch channel. I'm at a weird point in the ranking system where like I'm not getting actual games, like nobody is playing with me. It's like I'm too low in the elo for an actual like back and forth. So I'm slowly grinding it up. Expect a YouTube video at some point once I start getting real games. But at the moment, it's just there's no competition. We're not actually playing any video games. Do I have any New Year's resolutions for 2025? Yes, I do. Thank you for asking. Let me answer some other questions first, because that'll be a bit of a tangent, but thank you for asking that and reminding me that I want to talk about that. Everything's gonna snap into place with that video, huh? I don't know about that, but just like for frame of reference. Never mind, you'll hear about it in the video. Will you do explorations? I like seeing you with your positive personality and the funny personality I'll enjoy. I'm sure other people will too. Here's the honest truth, chat. I actually hate open world games, and I really don't like exploring open worlds. I know that this is like very counter to me being a big Genshin player and like me talking about how I'm going to play Azure Familia, which is like Genshin and an open world fantasy RPG game. I hate open world games. I fucking hate them. I really like Dark Souls, and when Elden Ring was announced, I was like, hell yeah, new Dark Souls game. And then they were like, it's an open world Dark Souls. And I was like, oh, fuck my life, bro. And then I never played Elden Ring. I was just like, I'm not doing that. I'm not playing that. I can't stand open world games. I hate when it's like, and you can go wherever you want. I'm like, no, give me a linear storyline with designated events, with characters who give me a railroad. Like, I don't want this. Just send me down. Like, I'm such a like generic JRPG fan where I want you to just guide me along the story. I want you to just take me to where I'm supposed to go. I do not want to go off on these random like 3-hour side things. This is why I can't play Skyrim. I'm just like, I don't. Just fuck. No. So yeah, I think the problem with that is that I'm not really a gameplay person. I'm a story person. And so like if you take away the story and just give me gameplay where the point of it is to immerse myself in the world or whatever, like I don't want that. I want you to give me a story. I like characters, I like story, I like things happening that I can like be privy to, you know? This is why I like watching things. Like I like watching anime and stuff. I just like storytelling. But yeah. Anyway, to answer your question, would I do exploration? I wouldn't mind. The problem is I get lonely doing exploration. So what I would want to do it with someone else. So if we ever get like if I ever get close with another Genshin content creator, we can do exploration streams or something. But it would only be as a collab thing where I have someone to talk to. Do it with us? Chat, here's the thing though. I need you to talk to me. Unless you're keeping me occupied, I'm gonna get lonely. I need you to be on your best game. I can't put that burden on chat. The whole point is I'm supposed to be talking to chat. But if I have someone on Discord who's just talking in my ear, then it's different, you know? But yeah, what's my favorite anime? Probably Sayakano, Cyanide Heroine. How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. Aside from that, Bang Dream. Probably Bang Dream. Do you play Star Rail and who's main? Yes. Main is just Firefly. Actually, well, like, okay, so my two teams typically are the Firefly Super Break meta. Because coincidentally, I like all the characters for Firefly Super Break meta. I like Fugue, because I love... Tingyun was the reason I started playing Star Rail in the first place, so I like Fugue. I like Firefly a lot. Firefly's probably my second favorite character. Or first? I don't know. My top 3 are kind of vague right now. I like Lingsha. Ruanmei is just there because I tried to pull for Shui. She's just there. But the other team I use is Yunli. I really like Yunli. She's fun to play. I really like Jinglu and Silverwolf. Not on the same team, but like I really like those two as well. But they're harder to use these days, so. What games do you play besides Genshin? Star Rail. I play some fighting games occasionally here and there, like a little bit of Granblue Versus, a little bit of Dragon Ball Fighters. Can I talk about Dragon Ball Fighters really, really briefly? They came out recently with a fan-made, like, retro version. Like, they went backwards in patches and developed a community version for that. I'm like, oh my god, yes! Holy shit! Because the now current version of Dragon Ball Fighters is so ass. But now that they released probably the best version of Dragon Ball Fighters again, I was like, yes! Thank God! Fucking hell yeah! Anyway, that's my tangent. Can you spoil the next video? I don't know what the next video will be. I'm trying to think what the next video would be. It's probably Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I don't think I have a Genshin video. No, actually, no. It's probably Mavuika Sit Lolly Polls. Because that's today or tomorrow, right? But after that, it'll probably be Yu-Gi-Oh! Have you ever played any Pokemon game? Yes, I actually used to be a big Pokemon fan. And thank you for asking that, because I remember I need to answer questions from the community post as well. But yeah, I've played every generation of Pokemon. I was a big Pokemon fan growing up. My favorite generation is Generation 4, because I think both Sinnoh and Heart Gold Soul... I think Heart Gold Soul Silver, in my opinion, they're my favorite games, and I think they're the best ones. I think it is a very valid criticism that Gen 4 is way too fucking slow. That's true. You are correct. But in every other regard, I think Gen 4 is just by far my favorite. Yeah, I played every gen. I think these days, it's just hard for me to, like, get into it. Like, I did end up... Did I finish Sword and Shield? I got really close if I didn't. I feel like I beat the champion, but I don't remember. And then Scarlet and Violet, I got about halfway. Maybe not even halfway, maybe a third of the way. And I just kind of, like, stopped. Sauron, maybe try to get along with Geo Ego. You're my two favorites. Who's Geo Ego? Sorry, okay. Is this a Genshin creator? Because I need you to understand, chat. I don't watch Genshin content at all, and I don't know who any of the Genshin creators are. The only one I know is because people keep saying, oh my gosh, you turned into Twonto? I see his name in my, or their name? I don't actually know. Their name in my comments pretty often. I was like, I don't know who this is. Scarlet Vibe being open world. Yeah, that didn't help. that didn't help. Did not help my cause. Ain't no way you don't know Ziox. Sorry, I don't. I don't watch Genshin content creators. The only Genshin content I watch is when the Korean YouTubers I watch do Genshin polls. Okay, let me answer questions from YouTube though, the community post. Real quick. Do 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 do. Okay. Is there any chance you'll be playing Wuthering Waves in 2025? No. See what I mean? People ask about WoWa a lot. I'm sorry, I just don't plan on playing it. I'll play Azure Familia. I need to save my mobile game slots. How do you usually decide which characters to main in Spiral Abyss? Do you take suggestions or do you just go with the character which is best built at that point in time? So it's two things. One is suggestions. Like clearly the Moto video was a suggestion. The Venti video was suggestions. Nilu was also a suggestion actually. Yeah, so they're all suggestions. Klee was just like, I pulled Klee and I was like, I kind of want to like make a clickbait video of Klee. Eula was the only exception here where it was just like I was playing her in Spiral Roulette and I was like, she's so fucking ass. I need to build my Eula so she's not so fucking ass. So that's why she's not a suggestion. She probably would have been a suggestion though anyway, just from all the people who are like, Soran, your Eula is so ass. But yeah, so it is suggestions. Again, I read your comments, chat. I read all of them, so leave suggestions. But the other thing, the order I tend to do them in is just like characters I think that can actually clear the Spiral Abyss without me having to break my head over it. Venti I brought this time because I was like, I forget exactly what I was doing, but I was like, oh, I want to do Electrocharged. And I just got in my brain that I wanted to do Electrocharged. That was literally the only reason I did Venti. It's just because Electrocharge was on my mind. I don't remember why. It might have been because I was doing Spiral Roulette and I had Sayu, and I was like, wow, Swirl is garbage when I'm only swirling fucking Frem. So I was like, ugh, if only I had a team that helped Sayu against this Tenebra's Papilla. And then, oh, wait a minute, I could do Swirl. And that's probably how my brain figured it out. Excuse me. Other questions. What's the story behind your username? Okay, so this was the one that I saw, and this is why Pokemon reminded me of the community post. So... okay, so Sauron. I used to write Pokemon fanfiction as a young youth, okay? As a very young child. And so I had this OC who had an Eevee. And like his older sister, like the OC's older sister was like a breeder, like a Pokemon breeder. And so like she gave him as a birthday gift an egg. And when it hatched into an Eevee. And so he was trying to name this Eevee. And she kept like rejecting every name he gave her. And so he was like, oh my God, what do I even name you then? And then coincidentally, an Oron berry falls from the sky. And like, he ends up befriending the Eevee by feeding it to her. And so he's like, oh, an Oron berry from the sky? Sora, no Oron berry. I'll name you Sauron. And so years and years later, I'm like trying to figure out an online handle for myself. I'm just like, fuck it, whatever. I'll just call myself Sauron. And then like Sauron by itself was just like not enough. So I was like, oh, I'll do alliteration. I'll do Sauron-chan. And so that became my Twitter handle. Which I don't use Twitter anymore. Stop following me on Twitter. Stop it. Stop following me on Twitter. But yeah, that's why I'm Sauron-chan. And then that's why the YouTube channel is Sauron Channel. It's Sauron channel because it's Sauron-chan. No. There you go. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Doma. But yeah, that's why I'm Sauron-chan. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about 2025. I have a couple goals for 2025, okay, chat? So first up, YouTube goals. I want to reach, by the end of 2025, I want to reach 20,000 subscribers. It's like a pretty realistic goal, I think. I think we're on good track for it. If I keep releasing videos at this pace, we'll hit it pretty easily. But I don't have confidence I'll keep releasing videos at this pace because this is exhausting. I need to go live a life at some point instead of just holing up in my room editing videos. But goal is 20k by the end of the year. 10k was pretty recent, right? 10k was in June, I want to say. June or July. Something like that. So that's the goal for YouTube. On the Twitch side, we have a couple more goals. So Twitch, one, I want to reach 1,000 followers. We're at like 600 right now, so that's going to honestly be the much harder goal. So I'm going to be streaming. Another goal for Twitch is I'm going to stream at least once a week for the rest of the year. For all 2025 anyway. So I'm hoping to hit 52 streams in 2025. Which we started doing weekly Monday streams. Again, it's the US time zone, so might be harder for a lot of you all, but that's that. So 1,000 followers, weekly streams. I also, it doesn't necessarily have to be Twitch or YouTube, but one or the other, hopefully, or maybe both. I want to collab with somebody in 2025. I'm not entirely sure how to collab with someone. I don't know how you come across other content creators, but I want to collab with someone. That's my goal. I will listen, chat. You're maybe you don't realize this, but Sauron-chan is a bit of a shy boy, okay? So I'm going to have to try my best to actually reach out and talk to somebody. That's why I'm giving myself a whole year. I'm giving myself a whole year to build up the confidence for it. You'll see a collab in December of 2025. But ideally, it would be someone that I can like actually get along with and someone who's similar to my channel size. So we can like actually have a collaborative relationship rather than can I leech some of your viewers? But yeah, collab in 2025. I don't know what it would be for. It could be Genshin. It'd be fun to do like one of my long-term goals would be like I would love to collab with Diaphone. I love Diaphone. Diaphone is my goat. He's so cool. Diaphone is a content creator, also really good fighting game player, former I mean he's like still kind of a pro. He's not like he's not as competitive as he used to be, but very good content creator for fighting game stuff. If you want to learn fighting games, he's a great channel. And he's a very handsome man. When can we see your face? Hopefully never. If I win Evo, you can see my face. Related to faces though, another goal for 2025. This is more for the Twitch channel than for YouTube. I don't think I'd ever use it on YouTube, but we are trying to get a L2D model. And by say get, I mean I'm trying to make an L2D model from scratch myself. It is going to be probably a hopefully regular series of streams on the Twitch channel of learning how to rig, how to actually set up the model, all that stuff. We have the design in place. So that's already done. It's the character you see in front of you. This is Hanabi. So for instance, I can pull it up real quick. Where is Hanabi? I'll just switch to this real quick. So yeah, you can see it's like it's the draft is ready to go. I just have to actually do research on how to actually do rigging and setting it up in L2D model and all that, but yeah, it's a work in progress for sure. That's why we're giving ourselves a year to do it. So you're gonna be a VTuber? I don't know if I'm gonna be a VTuber. We're just doing it to have it. I don't know if I actually plan on using it. I was planning on making it just a like, because there are channel points on Twitch. Like as you watch the channel, you get just points that just sit there and do nothing. I was gonna make it a channel point redemption. I don't really plan on being a VTuber, but if people like it, I'll use it. If it turns out really well, I might be like obsessed with using it. But I'm not trying to be a VTuber. Are those all my 2025 goals? I feel like I had one more. I think that might be all of them. No, I think that's all of them. Not really a goal, but like a self, what would you call this? Something I want to do is I want to spend more time with the Discord. I've just kind of been letting it sit there. Again, I have this weird thing where like I don't want to be too involved in my own Discord server, but also it's my Discord server, so I should really do something about it. I don't know. It's a weird place. Anyway, I'm thinking we should probably do something maybe like once a month or maybe once every couple months. We just do like game night or like, I don't know, I'll do like a stream in Discord or whatever. You know, like we'll do something that's like Discord server related so we can hang out. We can play Jackbox or Gartic Vote or something. I don't know. Is the model a guy or a girl? They, them. I don't know the answer to your question. They, them. But yeah, I think it'd be fun to do something in the Discord. So I'll think about that. The problem is time zones. I actually have no idea what time zone most people are in. I feel like most of my viewers are not in the US, which is actually very hard because I'm very much... It's not just that I'm in the US, it's that I'm a night owl, so the times I stream are like terrible for the rest of the world. They're terrible for the US too, actually. But yeah, it's rough. I should probably join the Discord, except I'm shy. It's a very quiet Discord. It's gotten a little bit louder recently, thanks to the community post, but it is really quiet. Hopefully with a little bit more, maybe if I actually do something in there, maybe more people, you know, perk up and talk. But yeah, anyway, that's on me. That's not anybody else's fault. That's on me. So we'll try and do something in the Discord. I think the account review will also help. I think that'll be a fun, like, first thing to do in the Discord. But yeah, I think I talked about most of the things I had planned. Are there any other, like, thoughts, questions, etc.? All right, Mr. Noob, let's calm down. Non-binary. They are non-binary. What's your question, Sil? I feel like a teacher all of a sudden. Yes, what's your question? This is my teacher impression. I actually used to want to be a teacher. And then I realized that I would like making money. Opinions on Linny. He's aight. He's aight. I don't think I have strong opinions about Linny. I wish... Because in the Fontaine Archon quest, like, they gave a decent amount of attention to, like, the three siblings, right? Like, Linny, Lynette, Frem. I wish they'd given just, like, a little bit more... I don't know if closure is the right word, but, like... You know? It was, like, a lot of buildup for not a lot of payoff. So I wish there had been a little bit more there. But I think, like, Linny's a good guy. He's one of the characters that you're just like, wow, he's, like, genuinely, like, a good guy. And you're just like, damn. He's cool. He's not really my type of character, though. As a unit? Like, as a playable character? I don't know. He's not my playstyle either. I like pressing left mouse button a lot. Anything you haven't done in 2024? Any regrets? I was supposed to get the VTuber model done this year. And then I didn't do it at all. I don't think I have any strong regrets. There are plenty of things I didn't do. I guess, like, in general, I wish I had done more variety YouTube videos, if we're talking just, like, me as Sauron-chan. But I didn't really do many videos this year, in general. Because I was just kind of out of it this whole year. I was really, really busy with work. Work was really rough. But things have gotten a lot easier recently, so... I finally have, like, mental space to be doing things. I guess I wish I had played more video games. There's, like, a lot in my backlog. And I wish I had read more books. I don't think I read a single book this year. Which is actually really sad when I think about it. I've read a lot of fucking webtoons, though. Do you like FPS games? I'm actually terrible at FPS games. I never grew up playing them, so I'm really fucking bad at them. I don't necessarily mind them. Like, I don't dislike them. But I'm really bad at them. So I always feel bad playing them with my friends because I'm just getting carried. Like, Emmy, C6R5 Farina Haver, he's, like, really good at FPS games. So is Fairshay, the mod on Twitch. They're both really good. Like, Emmy was, like, semi-pro for a long time. So he's, like, really, really, really solid. I actually wanted to do, like, a funny one-off video of just, like, noob learning to play Valorant. Because I think it would be fun to play and get on the grind with, like, Fairshay and Emmy, but I don't know. Huge thank you for the videos you did this year. Always happy to see you upload. Well, thank you, Avilia. I appreciate that. I appreciate you all watching my videos. What books do you like? Want to share some for us? God, what's the last book I read? I mean, there are a lot of, like, young adult novels I read as a kid that I really liked, right? Like, I don't know. What did I like as a kid? The Inheritance series? I never actually finished reading that because the most recent one came out by the time I was not interested in reading young adult novels anymore. What the hell have I read? Most of what I read is, like, vaguely... Okay, so chat, here's a fun fact for you. I was a sociology and American culture major. Well, dual major, I guess. 2 different majors. So like a lot of what I read in my off time, if I'm reading something, is like social theory stuff or like things relevant to those kinds of things. So like most recently I've been reading about like the formation of the state of Israel. Like I don't know if that's really I don't know if that's a topic for YouTube. But like that's the kind of thing that I would be reading in my off time, okay? I don't know. What else do I read? Random books. I mean, what I've wanted to do is start reading. I want to read light novels in Japanese. I actually have like a couple light novels, like the Japanese versions of them lying around, but I can't. My kanji is really bad. I can't read kanji. So it's just like it takes a long time to read through because I have to look up kanji. But like in terms of like my vocabulary and stuff, like I have a pretty solid vocabulary in Japanese. Again, I used to be a fan subber. I just can't read. So I would listen to like radio shows and stuff and translate like audio based. Some peak translated Korean light novels. That's like something that I would love to do, is write a web novel. But that's like huge passion project type thing where like it would just be so much time and effort for exactly me and me alone. I don't think anybody else would care about it, but like I'd be like, oh hell yeah, I fucking cooked. I chefed this shit 5-star Michelin. Hey, what's up, Rit? Rit? R-I-T? Yes, Rit. From India, nice to see you. Is it the new year in India? If so, happy 2025. If not, enjoy the rest of your 2024. Cool. All right, chat. Last call for questions. Hello, sir. What's up, Andrew? It's 9:45 a.m. A.m.? Wait. Oh, p.m. Okay. I was gonna be like, wait a minute. How does that work? Okay. Well, enjoy the rest of your 2024. Yeah, I feel like I do want to stream more. Oh, this was something we were talking about on a different YouTube stream. What did I do recently? Oh, I was doing fugue pulls. We were talking about this. I do think that it would be fun to do like more regular YouTube streams. I don't plan on streaming to YouTube frequently. Like that's what I do Twitch for. I don't really want YouTube to be a place where I stream. There are a couple reasons for that, but the main reason is just I'm more comfortable with Twitch. But I do want to do more streams after like Spiral Roulette videos, and we can just like chat. It'll just be like because that's like every month right now, right? We get a new Spiral every month. So it'll be a nice like opportunity and excuse to just chat for a bit. But it would probably be like the weekend after a Spiral Roulette. So like Saturday mornings or something. Do you read BL? No. Do you plan to pull for either Mavuika or Lolly from Yoimiya? Yes. I plan on pulling both. C2R wants it, Lolly. Any collab prospects? I don't know anybody. So no, but I do want to collab. If anybody wants to collab with me, feel free to reach out. Chat, if you have people you think should collab with me, bug them in their comments section. Don't do that, actually. That's probably really annoying. Actually, don't do that. That's probably really fucking annoying. Do not do that. Yeah, I'll try and figure something out. I think it'd be fun to do, because whenever I think about collabing, I would like to do it with someone who's in like a more, how should I say, something more off the beaten road. And it would be nice if they have a series, because what I would love to do in a collab with someone like, for instance, a Genshin creator, is switching series with them. So like they can try Spiral Roulette and I can try whatever they're doing. But I'd really like if it was someone like a content creator who's more like me. In the sense of like, I also want to do like art, right? Like that's what I, basically exclusively what I do on Twitch is just drawing. It would be awesome to do something with like an art, like a fan artist, or like, for instance, like if there's like a music creator, that would be super cool. It's like they teach me how to make a basic track. That'd be so fun. That'd actually be super duper fun. And then like we could do like, I could have them draw something, you know, like that's the kind of thing that I'd want to do more so than like they do Spiral Roulette and I do fucking, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't want to do swords only Spiral Abyss or whatever. I don't fucking care about that. So yeah. If you know any like artists who like seem friendly or like creators like that, like music or what else, like animation, those kinds of things, that would actually be really cool. Collab with Doro? Is Doro the account review guy? Is he the one who has that thumbnail of the buff Nahida? I feel like I've definitely seen a buff Nahida, and I remember the name Doro. It's like a JoJo's Nahida. Yeah, account review guy is Soluna. Okay, I've never heard of Soluna. Anyway, it doesn't have to be a Genshin creator. I would love to branch out and do something else. Like, for instance, like a Yu-Gi-Oh creator would be cool too. Pokemon. What else do I do on this channel? Bang Dream. There aren't Bang Dream creators. What am I talking about? There are a bunch of account review guys. You have any idea how little it narrows down? No, actually, I don't. I don't watch Genshin creators. That's why I'm always surprised. I never intended on being a Genshin creator. Do you understand this, chat? I released 3 Genshin videos? And I was like, all right, that was fun. And then I was going to go do random other shit. And then for some reason, everybody watched Spiral Roulette. And I was like, oh, I guess this is now a thing. But like, if you actually look at what my videos look like in the first like 10 videos or whatever, it's all over the place. A collab with Jaden Animations, that'd be so good. That would be really cool. I don't think I'm big enough to collab with Jaden Animations. Maybe maybe in 2030. I would feel very awkward collabing with Jaden Animations. Like, I don't want it ever to be something where it's like, Excuse me. Could you give me some of your viewers? Like, I don't want that to do. I don't want that to happen. Who are you subscribed to on YouTube? It's mostly this is really funny. It's mostly like ASMR. But a lot of Utaite. I really like Utaite. And then like Korean. It's mostly Korean YouTubers. In terms of like English YouTubers, Dadodoya, who used to do like Dragon Ball Fighters and now is more like a content, just like variety content. There are like Yu-Gi-Oh creators I follow, MBT, Simo, etc. But yeah, it's mostly, most of the stuff I watch on YouTube is not in English. It's mostly Korean. Like, I watch a lot of the Sandbox and Pixel members, which are like YouTube agencies. So like, I really like Kangji. I like Seolbeck. I like Sayang, Kim Sayang. You, ne. Do. But yeah. Chad, I hope you know that 2025 is going to be the year I tank my channel. This is the thing, chat. When you release a YouTube video that doesn't do well, YouTube stops promoting your channel to other people. It doesn't matter how good your next video is. As soon as you release a bad video, YouTube's like, you're done. You're done. I don't want to play with you anymore. Which is why I've been avoiding uploading things that aren't Genshin, because they don't do well. People don't watch them. And then everything dies. The entire channel grinds to a halt. YouTube's like, but what if I didn't show you to people? What if you just died? So, but I'm just going to kill my channel. I don't care anymore. Who the fuck cares? People either suck it up and stick around because they like me, or they could leave. That's fine. So we're going to do a lot of random variety crap. That's my goal. That's my 2025 goal. Fuck my channel. Fuck you, YouTube. You have any places you want to travel to? I mean, I've already been to Japan. Now, I'd like to do like a big Europe trip. Just like spend a while, like a couple weeks doing like the rounds. Like I really in particular want to go to Spain. But just like in general, like once you're in Europe, so many things are so accessible, right? Because it's all, you could just, it's a much smaller, everything is in much closer proximity than like, for instance, the United States. So. But yeah, Spain would be nice. I hear Barcelona is like the place to go in Spain. Or like Italy. I'd like to go to Italy. Maybe Rome. I don't know where else in Italy there is to go. Is Venice in Italy? I'm actually from Spain? Hell yeah. Oh, I also plan on going to cons in 2025. Sure, Venice is in Italy. Are you being sarcastic? I legitimately thought, I don't know. I just don't know. Leave me alone. My geography's terrible. New Honkai content creator called Donnie Vic. Seems extremely chill, similar to you. Reason I started watching it. Well, that's some glaze right there. Bro hit me with the Krispy Kreme glaze right there. Hot damn. You're making me blush and shit. Getting into Genshin nowadays? Are you telling me to swoop him up? Out of curiosity then, what does he do for Honkai? I feel like Star Rail is such a... Wait, is it Star Rail or is it Impact? Not a question by Relic. Your art, love your spiral videos. They're so fun. You also made me pull Yoimi up. Thank you, Max. Yes, Venice is in Italy. Okay. I was like, damn. I didn't think I was that stupid. Well, okay, but like Venice used to be a city-state, right? Like it was independent. I don't remember. I don't know when Italy became Italy. Like I don't know when all of these all these different city-states or cities or whatever became Italy. That's just like, that's a complete blank spot in my history. I literally do not have a single clue when. That's the same thing about like Germany, right? Like I have no idea when the Federation became Germany. Is Germany still technically called a federation? Is it still technically the Federation of the Germanic States or whatever? I have no idea. I have no idea. This just goes to show my history is like actually terrible. I should probably read more about the world. Learn more about the world. This is why we read books, watch the news, etc. Okay, let me look up this Donnie Vic person.
People.
Ah! Oh, they are right around our channel size. Oh my god, they have 500 videos? Holy shit! Wait, they have so many videos in the past month. What the fuck? Wait, that's insane. How do they have so many videos in this past month? What does glaze mean? Glaze is like... It's like... I mean, it's just, you're like... I'm trying to think of a way to explain it that isn't using more slang. It's just like, you know... complimenting someone, essentially. But like, it's like has this connotation of like... You're like really trying to make them look good. Like it's like the same, it's like a lesser version of dick riding. It's like, bro, the glaze is crazy here. Like, bro, you're dick riding. It's like the same thing, right? But it's like not quite as bad as dick riding. You're glazing. Oh, I see. Yeah, it does look like they're mostly playthroughs. That's still insane, though. Because even if they're just playthroughs, I mean, that's still a lot of, like, shit. It's a lot of content. He's sad, he asked. It's okay. I appreciate the glaze. There was a comment on the Venti video that was like, damn, the glaze in the comments is crazy. And I don't know if it was like directed towards comments glazing me or comments glazing Venti, but either way, I thought that was the funniest fucking comment. I was like, god damn. Shots are being fucking fired. Oh my god, that shit was so funny. Holy shit, I laughed so hard. I did not watch Paprika's demo. In general, I actually very rarely watch demos or PBs. Which I really should do more of, but I just don't. Part of it is because I'm not caught up on the Archon quest, so I'm trying to avoid spoilers. In case there are any. There typically aren't, really, but sometimes there are, and I'm just trying to avoid it as best I can. And I'm always behind on the Archon quests. I should probably... Does my YouTube channel have a fucking... Do I have an email? I don't. Wait, nobody can email me with proper business. Whoa, wait, chat! Apparently I'm at 994,000 channel views. We're almost at 100 or a million. Wait, that's really cool, actually. I didn't realize we were at a milestone like that. I only found this out because I was looking if I had an email. That's so funny. I should probably add a business email or something on there. So, and I promise in 2 months you're going to be with 20k subs. I sincerely doubt that. I'm going to explode my channel with all of my horrible variety content. Unless for some reason my variety content does better than my Genshin content, which I don't think is going to happen. Trust me, I've tried. Chat, my favorite video on the channel. Can you guess my favorite video on the channel? I bet you can't. How was my Christmas? It was chill. I mean, I spent Christmas Eve recording the Venti video, and then I spent Christmas Day editing the Venti video. So, you know, that's how my Christmas went. Yoimiya solo, 100%. Incorrect. All right, next. I'll give you 3 guesses, chat. My Christmas was fine. I mean, I like, I like chill days. I'm very much, I like to spend time with myself by myself. Which is why I like stuff like YouTube is very suited for me, actually, or like drawing as well. That's why I like streaming, too. Because, like, streaming is a way to hang out with people without actively hanging out with people. It's just me talking to myself, really, and chatting with chat, right? Like, I get to talk with you all, but it's not like... It's less... I don't know. Like, I get really tired talking with people for too long, right? Like, having a conversation with someone for too long. But when it's streaming, it's, like, a lot more chill. I don't know. I guess it's, like, the same idea as texting, right? Like, I like texting people more than I like voice calling people. Favorite video is the Yoimiya guide? That's a good one. That's probably my favorite Genshin video that I've made. But it's not my favorite. Before doing Honkai videos, dude had a bunch of videos, but like less than 100 subs, so he had a pretty recent boom. Seeing his reaction on his post was so precious. I get that. That's how I felt with Spiral Roulette popping off. I was like, holy shit. Because we went from like just around 100 subscribers to like 5,000 in like a month or something. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Do you stream gameplay on YouTube? I do not. I don't really do anything on YouTube. Okay, my favorite video on my YouTube channel, chat, is the Yoimiya birthday song video. It's not even close. That is like by and far away my favorite video on the channel, which is exactly my point, right? The videos I want to make do not get views. Is exactly my point. And that's not a criticism of any of you. That's just like, there are things that are going to work on the algorithm and there are things that are not. And you can see that I know what's going to work because the last like 4 videos have done really well. But like, if I do what I want to do, the channel's going to tank. Do what you love. That's the most important. That is why I'm going to tank my channel. You're correct. That's why we're going to kill this channel. That's why I don't think I'm going to hit 20k in the next 2 months. Second channel for variety? I don't know if I'm at the point where I need a second channel. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I see the reasoning behind it, like keep this channel as like a Genshin channel and keep the other one as more general, but I don't want to be a Genshin creator in the first place. Here's the thing, right, chat? I'm not trying to be a YouTuber. Right? Like, if this were my livelihood, if I were trying to make a living off of this, that would be one thing. But it's just a hobby. So, like, I'm more in the camp of I should set goals for myself so that I'm, like, so that I stay on top of it, so that I'm working towards something, so that I can feel, like, the sense of achievement of hitting goals. But I also, at the same time, should not obsess with the numbers. Like, the numbers aren't important. They shouldn't be important, rather. So, like, that's kind of like the tug and what's the phrase? The tug and push? What the fuck? That's not right. That's the push and pull. So, like, I want channel growth, but I also want to do what I want to do. So, like, they're competing. It does make sense on, like, a practical level to separate into 2 different channels. But, like, for me personally, as someone who doesn't want to do this as a livelihood, it's just a hobby. I'm more in the camp of either you like me as Soran-chan, as a totality, or you can buzz off. It's either you either love me at my worst, or you don't get me at all. Tug and pull, tug and throw? Tug and throw sounds... I don't like that. I don't like that one. Fair mindset, though. That's the mindset of someone who isn't doing this for a living. 20k by the end of the year is just a goal. It is not... Nothing depends on it. It doesn't affect anything at all. Except, you know, it'd be nice. I'm always happy to have more people to talk with and chat with, and it's always nice to have more people's comments to read, etc. Right? Like, it's great to expand in that way. But at the end of the day, like, I want to make the thing that makes me happy, and I think that will also make people more happy. So that's also why I keep things on Twitch. Turning your hobby into work is what's going to make you eventually hate that hobby. I learned the hard way. Yeah, for sure. This is something that happened to me a lot with when I was fan subbing. Is that the stuff that I was fan subbing was extremely unpopular. In the sense of, like, the only people who cared about it were, like, people who are as deep in the rabbit hole as me. And I was also doing it to way too extreme an extent. So I was translating entire episodes of hour-long radio shows. Which is just... I don't know how to describe how much effort that is. So apparently YouTube can give you ads and streams. This is correct. Unfortunately, that is correct. I have turned it to as low as I can turn it, but I can't help you anymore. I'm sorry. I did what I could. I apologize. I have no control over it other than light, medium, and heavy ads. That's all the power I have. But yeah. I don't know how to describe how much effort translating an hour-long radio show is to you, but it's insane. It was like maybe 20 to 30 hours of work per episode. Maybe probably more than that. And like maybe 10 people would appreciate it. And like for a while that was enough, but eventually it got to the point where it was like, I don't need to translate these because I can understand it. Obviously I can understand it if I can translate it. So who am I doing this for and why am I wasting my time? And like that became a really sour spot, right? Like that's like once you reach that point when that's what you're thinking about fan subbing, when you're translating something and you're thinking, why am I doing this when I can understand it and nobody else is appreciating it? That's the point where you have to stop. When you've reached that point, it's already too late. You're way too far gone. You need to. It's like it should never have reached that point in the first place. But that's exactly why I have like closed captions on every video. It's like that mentality I've gotten from fan subbing is like, I want things to be accessible. I want people to be able to enjoy it. That's why we have closed captions on the stream, right? Etc. Hey, Sil, have a good time. I hope your family doesn't eat you alive. Go to sleep, Vortex. But yeah. Fan subbing is brutal, chat. Always be kind to translators. Always be very appreciative of translators. I promise you, you don't know how much work goes into that. You think you know, you don't know. You do not know. There is so much work that goes into that. That shit is not easy. And they get like zero appreciation for it. And you know what the worst feeling is? Is when people who are like blood, sweat, and tears into their translation. You got paid for it? No, I didn't get paid shit. It was just fan subbing. I was just doing it so that people could watch the content. I actually got banned from YouTube for it. Anyway, yeah. What was I saying? There's a lot of work that goes into it. And the worst feeling is pouring your blood, sweat, and tears into it, and then realizing that if you actually wanted people to watch your videos, you would just translate for VTubers. It's like if I actually wanted people to watch my translations, I would just translate Okayu clips. Which is why you can't think of it in terms of like who is appreciating this work. You have to have a very select understanding of what you're doing this thing for. Like you have to have a target audience or like a very set like mentality of I'm doing this for a particular reason. You can't think of it in terms of like your turnaround or your metrics. Fan subbing is terrible. That's one of those things I would probably never go back to. It was so much. It was so much. Anyone who does something to contribute for any community deserves all the respect they can get. I agree, and that's why I wish more of the big Genshin creators would like collaborate with, and again, we've had this conversation on like other streams, but like get artists to do thumbnails. There are so many great artists out there. Genshin is a huge community with so many artists. If you have the money to spend on a thumbnail, I would just spend it on promoting artists. And I get that it's like, if it's a video that you need to turn around in like 10 hours after the live stream or whatever, then fine, you know. You don't have time for a thumbnail. But if you have like regular series that don't require as urgent a turnaround, hire an artist. Get some names. Promote your community. But I guess that's the difference between, again, for me, it's a hobby. It's not, I don't care about my profit margins or whatever. That's not a big deal to me. Side creators don't get enough attention, like with translators or those who draw your cover or anything like that. My respect to those who do, genuinely. Yeah, exactly. And that's why, like, man, chat, if I ever get big, if I get 100k subs, chat, we're changing it. We're gonna be that creator. All of my YouTube revenue is just gonna go back into hiring people. It's like, you do my thumbnail. I want you to make a custom Yoimiya song. I want you, the voice actor, to do this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, real talk, though, if I ever actually get big on YouTube, the thing I want to pour my money into and collab with people with is, like, those, like, not exactly a fan animation, but, like, animatics. Like, the kind of, like, pseudo-animated comics. That's what I want to do. Get like voice actors, get the music creators, get the artists. Obviously, I want to do some of the art, but like I'll gladly hand off some of it to the other people. That'd be so fun. That's what I want to do. Hey, have a good night, Dariox. Happy New Year. Take it easy. Yeah, that'll also be something that I want to try on the channel. Is just like animatics ? But that takes a lot of work. It's a lot of drawings. It'd be a lot easier and faster if I just learned how to use 3D models, because then I could reference poses and shit more easily. But they're too unintuitive. Have you thought about doing a reaction video like to Maxor? What is Maxor? Maxor? Maxor. Oh, my ears. Reviews? Incorrect summary of Elden Ring. I'm not much of a... I don't think my reactions are particularly interesting. First of all. But no, I don't think I would do reaction videos very much. A reaction video is fun to watch. Like, what exactly is the appeal of a reaction video? I guess if it's just like a personality you like, it's just like a crossover between stuff, I guess, in a way, but I don't know. Interesting. No, I don't necessarily think I would be a reactor. I just don't think I'm a particularly... I think if I had to name what type of personality I am, I'm stupid. I don't know. I think it's just more like... I feel like reaction is about kind of like the overhyped, like, you know, on the ball type of humor, right? It's almost slapstick. But I'm not slapstick. If anything, my humor is more dry and like ironic dad humor. You're supposed to find it funny because it's not funny, right? That's my humor. It's funny because it's not funny. All right, chat. I think it's just about time for me to get going. How long have we been chatting? It's been a while already. It's been almost 2 hours. Yeah. I actually only intended this to be 1 hour, but y'all had questions that were interesting, so I want to keep talking. But my throat is hurting. I streamed for like 6 or 7 hours yesterday on Twitch, and I plan on streaming again on Twitch tonight, so I need to save my voice at least a little. But cool. Alright, chat. I appreciate you all. Thanks for a good 2024. Looking forward to 2025. If you have good people to recommend to collab with who are like similar in content or similar in channel size, that'd be great. You can either like, I don't know what the best way to tell me that would be. Comments or like probably the Discord server, honestly. It's probably the Discord server. But yeah, links in the channel or links in the description for the Twitch channel, for the Discord server. Come hang out, mostly art streams, etc. We'll be drawing more tonight. We're drawing Okayu and Korone New Year's cards, so that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, lots of variety coming in 2025. All of my goals. Thank you all, chat. I appreciate you all. Goodbye. Goodbye.